I've heard it said, and you may have as well, that it's very sad that we can't have Easter this year. But of course that's not true. We won't be able to have ceremonies in our churches for sure, but it will still very much be Easter. It just may be a life-changing Easter for many people. Of course I'll miss the Easter ceremonies. There are profoundly moving moments in them each year, like watching the long lines of people moving solemnly and silently through the church to kiss or embrace the cross, or the mixture of embarrassment and joyful understanding as people get their feet washed, or the emotions that swirl around the adults who finally give their lives new direction by being baptized into Christ at the Easter Vigil. These are powerful things that shape our community year by year. Still, the good can be the enemy of the best. And the remark about not having Easter this year may reveal that for some people, at least, celebrating Easter is precisely, and perhaps only, going to church for those beautiful ceremonies. A good thing to do, but not the massive renewal of life and hope that Easter's meant to be. Perhaps this year, deprived of the going to church bit and surrounded by fears and threats to our community, we can reach deeper into what Easter means to us. If, for example, instead of being in church listening to people read out the gospel of Jesus' suffering and death, you were to sit and read it through carefully for yourself, that could be very powerful, especially perhaps if it were read and talked through as a family. Or perhaps on Holy Thursday night there could be a bit of foot washing at home. Perhaps a time for apologies for the bits of neglect of each other we've allowed. Perhaps a time of deciding on something we will do as a family to serve the poor in our community this coming year. And perhaps on the Sunday morning, instead of going to church, we might get up to watch the sunrise and simply say or sing Alleluia as the light returns to the earth. Alleluia, He's truly risen. Without a church in sight, we can experience the joy of Easter perhaps as never before. I cannot but feel that with the threat to life all around us, with great uncertainties about what the future holds, and with the shattering of our expectations of what's normal so recently, we are not unlike Jesus' first disciples just before that first Easter, numbed and afraid. May the Easter message that goodness and faithfulness are not defeated, that God is with us even in disaster and death, that our wild hopes are not stupid fancies but promises. May all that rising of Jesus taught the world bring you and yours hope and joy this very particular Easter.